Hail! Oh, Neca here with another figure review. Today we have got playing on your YouTube, Neca, Left4Dead, Smoker. Again, one of those amazingly iconic characters from the Left4Dead series. Really an annoying villain, or zombie if you will. For those who haven't played the franchise, the Smoker is the zombie who will basically wrap her tongue around your neck and drag you off into the woods to then be attacked by the horde of zombies attacking you. Quite an annoying character, to be honest, because you didn't always see him, you couldn't always figure out where he was, but all of a sudden the next thing you know is either you or your friends are being dragged off somewhere, being killed. But still, a very cool addition to the game. They did have quite a few variants in that game, especially in the second one, had even more. And I gotta say, the fact that Neca even went to make any of these, blown away. Because after doing my Boomer review, I cannot wait to open this guy up. So, let's have a look at the packaging and get into this character. As you can see from the front of the pack, you have Left4Dead with an open window here. Says Smoker with a lovely artwork of the actual character itself, ages 17 and up. Warning, choking hazards, small parts not for children under the ages of 3. Who would buy this for a 3-year-old? On the top of the box you have an open window. On the side of the box you have a picture of the actual figure and it says posable tongues. On this side you have another picture of the figure standing up and it says Smoker. On the back it says Smoker and we have a little bit of a bio there. I'd like to pause it and read that if you'd like. Then on the bottom of the box you have people who made it, Neca, Player Select, Valve, and all kinds of other gorgeous information. You guys awesome! Anyway, let's get into this figure. Let's crack this guy open. Are you kidding me, Neca? Oh, another amazing figure. Man, I really feel like, and I wish I was being paid to tell you how great Neca is doing, but they're really not paying me anything. They're just blowing me away with how great they're doing right now. I know I keep saying that, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep going over myself, just speechless. So, like with the Boomer, this is the backdrop that you get inside the box you couldn't really see. As you can see, it does have simple, similar to the box art of the actual game, and then some blood spatter with the Left4Dead at the top. See, it says Smoker on the back. Now, the Smoker comes with 2 accessories, and it's these tongues which are flexible. They're the wire kind of wrapped in things, but man, these things are made so well. You have this really short one for just kind of when he's just standing there, I guess, and then this long one when he's attacking. They're really nice and they peg him really easy and they look absolutely amazing. We'll go over the detail on them in a sec, but just take a look at this behemoth of a figure. He actually technically has like 3 posable tongues, because this one's also posable, but this one's non-removable. This actually goes to the back of his head. So, or the back of his neck. So it's interesting that they've done that. I don't remember seeing that in the actual thing, but the only time I ever really got close to them things when they were being attacking me. So I'll have to take Neca's word for it. Again, amazing. Look at all these layers of skin and everything. Let's have a close-up at this guy and really appreciate this detail. Okay, so having a close-up at this tongue, initially the small tongue, so if I can get the camera to focus properly. Focus. There we go. Weird thing is, when I actually, this was only sellotaped into the box, but when I untaped it, it actually was still stuck there. It's kind of probably like to get it to come away. Very strange. I've not had that before in a figure. Actually, you've got the holes in the back to allow the actual space for the rubber to move. Really, really nice. And just the texture, it's not all the same colour. You've got some darker crimson kind of reds up here, and then some more kind of browns and things going down here. There's no wire in the actual tip of it. It stops about there. But just for just a little thing, they didn't need to incorporate this. It's just really amazing. Now the longer one, I've had to go further back to get this in. Again, similar paintwork, but the size difference is amazing. you can see from there, it's like double the length plus. Like the smaller one, there's no wire from about here down. So no wire in this. But the rest of it is completely bendy, and you can get it to pose any which way you'd like. And it's really, really well painted and textured, and just looks amazing. Has a really nice shine to it. Now for the smoke himself. Just look at that face sculpt. Absolutely amazing. Completely caked in these pustules and God knows what. Just truly menacing. And this little tongue here on the side, same kind of texture but no wire in this one. There's also this little one sticking out his shoulder here, which I think is quite cool. But just really absolutely amazing. Some blood spat on his shirt. His shirt is a soft rubber because there's some nice articulation in there. Just looks absolutely epic. Some blood dripping going down his back. Oh, I think that's kind of creased there. There you go. Wasn't actually supposed to be tucked in like that. Must have got snagged. But again, look at the texture in the trousers. Really nice. Some nice greys and highlights on that with some dirt and speckled and some blood. His trousers are actually really quite clean and well sculpted. When I say clean, I mean there's like no holes in them. You can easily use these for someone else. But they're very long. Long legs. He's actually quite a tall figure. He's taller than Boomer. But all these details and browns and blacks and everything just really makes this sculpt pop. These guys did an amazing job. Just really an amazing job. There's a little ear. Virtually nothing human left of this guy. Okay, so to apply his tongues, as you saw, they've got a very simple ball peg and firm but gentle pressure, and they just kind of pop in there, and then they're in there pretty tight, to be honest. You can still rotate them in there, but you can just have them out. So you can have them with this one out when you're just posing there, and this one you can either have coming around the shoulders or whatever you really want, hanging down the back. And then, like I said, you unpeg that, grab his longer one, and then you've got a nice long tongue for his attacking. So that's pretty cool that they've added that. They didn't need to go to that distance. Okay, for articulation. Now, the head is on a ball joint, but it's in the actual neck, and it is hindered quite greatly by this sculpt here and his actual chin. So you can look down that much, up that much, pivot from side, well, to side. You can rotate like there to there. So you really don't get that much, unfortunately, in the actual head. Now, shoulders I'm going to do individually. This one is on a ball disc, and this is a soft rubber here, so you can rotate that around 360 degrees with no problem. It can come out that far. And then, now it might look like there's a rotation at the bicep here, but there isn't. Although I believe it might be a separate piece initially. There is a rotation at the elbow, so you can rotate that around 360 degrees. And there is a single bend in the elbow of not quite 90 degrees. But as per usual, when it's bent, the more you go around, the less you get. He then has a ball joint in the wrist, so you can go down that much, up that much, and rotate that around 360 degrees. And then you can go down that much and up that much. With this hand, this is not a soft rubber. This is a hard plastic, so you have to work with that, and you can rotate that around 360 degrees if you come out a bit. And you can bring that up that much. Again, he has a rotation at the elbow of 360 degrees, and then a single bend of the elbow of not quite 90 degrees. You can then bring that round, and the more you go around, the less you get. The wrist is the same, has a ball peg, and it goes down that much, up that much, down that much, and then up that much, and you can rotate that around 360 degrees. Now, he does have an upper diaphragm joint. I don't know how well I can show you. It's about here where my nail is. That's torso, and then the rest is lower. So you can go back like that much, and then forward that much, and a bit of side to side, and a bit of rotation. Actually, you can rotate that around 360 degrees. And if I show you, there's his belly. You can see that's not moving. nothing in the waist. It then has T-cut hips, and this is a softer floating, well, it's not floating, it's attached, but it's a softer rubber piece, so it won't hinder articulation whatsoever. But you can do a Spartan of that, and a split kick of that. He has upper thigh rotation from there to there. Then there's a single bend in the knee of a good 90 degrees, and you can also rotate at the knee. Straight you can do 360 degrees, but when it's bent, the less you get, the more you go around. And then it has a ball in the ankle and go up from there down to there with some side to side and a little bit of rotation. To be honest, for a cuffed trouser, which looks pretty decent, you get a great range. I've never seen a cuffed trouser with such a great range of motion. Very impressed with that. Size comparison. Smoker stands literally just over 8 inches tall. Here's one tall dude. No idea why though. A few Neca counterparts. Dutch from Predator. Boomer. See, he should really be taller than him. But what you gonna do? Fellow monster, Diablo from Diablo 3. 1989, Michael Keaton's Batman from the 8-bit series. And Sheva from Resident Evil 5. Usual suspects. Buckycap, Superior Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, and Hyperion. Okay, final thoughts. Would I recommend this figure? Yeah, such an amazing figure. Great sculpt, great articulation, great paint details, great scale. Just amazing. If you're a fan of the Left4Dead series or a fan of zombies, you have to get this. I'm absolutely blown away by it, really am. Neca, again, as previously, my hat comes off to you guys. Keep up the amazing work, and you're going to keep a fan here. Anyway guys, that is my review. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop me a like down below. Please add any comments you'd like to add about these figures, as I'd really love to hear your take on them. If you'd like to contact me, there's a link in the description below. And as per usual guys, thanks for watching, keep collecting, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye bye.